He's recording. He's recording. He said, yeah, he's getting old.
Mom, do it again.
No. Be quiet, Maddie. Today I'm going to persuade my audience that they should breastfeed. Breast or bottle, that's the question. They say that the breast milk is the natural and healthy way to go. When I had my first two kids, I thought it was nasty. I didn't recognize the benefits of breastfeeding. But when I had my last child, I was 29 and I wanted to breastfeed. And it was the most wonderful experience that I've had. According to the CDC, about 74% of women have ever breastfed their children. So I want to talk to you today about the benefits of breastfeeding. I want to tell you why it is good for the mother and baby, and also I want to tell you why women choose not to and to breastfeed. And I also want to tell you about more benefits in breastfeeding. So let me start off by saying how it is good for the mother and the baby. Your baby is protected by what's called our antibodies. It's a protein in the milk. Antibodies fight against germs, illnesses, and infections, and also SIDS. Formula cannot match what breast milk has in it. It helps to fight against diarrhea, respiratory infections, asthma, obesity, type 1 and type 2 diabetes, leukemia, and also SIDS, sudden and death syndrome. So just from that being said, why wouldn't you want to breastfeed your child? That also means that you have less time at the doctor's office and more time for work. So the evidence is strongly in favor of breastfeeding. That brings me to my next question. Why don't more women breastfeed? The reasons why women don't breastfeed should only be medically if they're ill or if they're taking any prescription medication or if they're on chemotherapy. A lot of women think breastfeeding is not for them due to work and other related issues, but everyone should at least try it. Women that choose to formula feed should attempt to breastfeed at least in the first week. Most women have to make formula bottles all the time. What did women do before there was formula? They breastfed. Your baby will not be as sick and have a higher immunity. And according to Dr. Sears, your baby will be leaner because the formula has excess water in it and the breast milk does not. Clearly, your baby is healthier when you breastfeed. The main reasons that women choose to breastfeed is that it is natural and it's also convenient. Breastfeeding is great and you don't have to warm or clean any bottles. You don't have to get up in the middle of the night. You just get up and do it. You don't have to run and buy formula every 3 to 4 days. And breastfeeding is free and it's right there. Why would you want to pay all that money? And according to Women's Health, breastfeeding could save you between $1,100 and $4,000 a year. Why wouldn't you choose to breastfeed knowing all those facts? You should try it before you decide not to. Women say it is painful, but it only lasts about 7 to 10 days and the pain goes away and you feel nothing. Breastfeeding is also good for the environment. It's less packaging and less trash. Do you think your baby would want all natural, that is easier to digest, which is less gas in their tummy and less fussiness? Do you want that special bond with your baby that only you can have? No one else can do what you do. Maybe you're asking yourself, how can anyone else breastfeed my child? Everyone else can breastfeed your child because you can pump and you can also freeze your milk. So anyone can breastfeed your baby. That means you can put it in bottles and warm it up. And it means you can also go to work. So tell yourself that you are going to breastfeed when you have children. To wrap this up, if you decide not to breastfeed, at least try it before you knock it. In the first couple of hours after you give birth, that is the most important part because it has the colostrum, which is a thick yellow substance that comes out, which is also known as liquid gold. It has the most antibodies in it. Hopefully I have changed someone's mind about breastfeeding, even just one. Just look at the little perk. According to Kids Health, Women burn 500 calories a day while breastfeeding, so the baby fat will come off quicker. Breastfeeding is what nature intended, and no one else can breastfeed your baby except for you. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Have a nice